Well, I'm a grassroots campaigner. I get onto the people, within the people. And you can see from the start of my campaign, I focused on the markets. Because frankly, we're in politics to improve the well-being of the ordinary people. So yes, the big rallies are fine, but the real campaign is when you get to meet individuals one by one and then try and find out how they are doing and what their expectations are. So far, that's been the trend of my campaign. I started with the markets. I'm going on to do the meet and greets with the lorry stations. Basically, just to get to know people and then also for people to know. You know, I'm an old horse in this thing.
Absolutely.
They haven't seen me around for some time. And I know that they are yearning just to find me on the trail, on the campaign trail. So that's basically what I'm. There's a place for the big rallies, there's no doubt about that. But I need to get to feel what the people are looking. Of course, this is the right way to go about
Now, I personally was at your Q&A session where you spoke about your GTP.
Yes.
What is the key message that you're driving towards the main campaign? Of course, the key message you want people to take home from this meet and greet.
The key message is that we need to fix the economy. You know, everything depends on the economy. And look, I've been a founding member of the governing party, so I know mainstream politics through and through. It doesn't matter how much you do with infrastructure, even with social services. If you can't fix the economy, there will be no jobs. If people don't have jobs, there will be no income. And if people don't have income, then the question of survival, it's a problem. So basically, I have come out and I've started this movement. I've been able to mobilize 10 other political movements and parties along with, because of the message, first, of making sure that we grow the economy and then also make sure that we have sustainable growth, not just marginal growth. Once you fix the economy, things will fall in line. And for me, that's number one. Of course, number two is the jobs. Because once you fix the economy, automatically you would have jobs coming. And that's why I'm focusing on building an enterprise economy in Ghana. The politicians don't understand how this economy works. You know, it has to be private sector driven. Most of the public services that government is trying to borrow money to fund, that business model is not sustainable, because government will never have the revenue to be able to fund public infrastructure and public sector. So I've been preaching this message of building an enterprise economy based on private initiative. That is the key. And I've done this not only for Ghana, for many countries around Africa. So I know this job, and for me that is the focus. And obviously, the second and equally important thing is to heal Ghana, unite Ghana. This country is so divided that I cannot imagine how Ghanaians can live with either MPP or NDC when the two parties are perpetually dividing this country. It doesn't make any sense for us to continue with this division. You know, no country can stand when it is divided. And I'm not sure why Ghanaians cannot understand and appreciate that we need to bring in a non-partisan president. It's only a non-partisan president who can pull all Ghanaians together that can lift this country forward. We as politicians ought not to be in politics to secure the interests of our parties. We should be in politics to secure the interests of the people, the ordinary people. So I'm preaching a government of national unity. And I want this message to be very clear. Yes, it's important we fix the economy, but you have to fix the economy on the back of all Ghanaians working together. Not just politicians, but different sections of our society. Can you imagine the collective strength and talent of all Ghanaians being harnessed and put to work? Ghana will rise again. This thing is a joke. And let's make sure that you vote for Alan please, let's listen to the message. Yes, I've come out of a mainstream party, but remember, I was the first to come out with a development plan. I don't call it a manifesto, because manifestos are full of promises. How is it that the two dominant parties who have been in government for 32 years could not produce a manifesto until I came out with my great transformational plan? So I'm just appealing to Ghanaians that, yes, we've given the MPP, the NDC, an opportunity for 32 years. It is enough. Let us move on. Let's move the country forward. We are not going back. We are moving forward. And moving forward means change. And that is why I'm asking for the vote of Ghanaians come this December.
Thank you very much.
Chief.